Welcome back to the weekly Piano with Ease video show. As you might know, I'm Natalie Bren. I've been a piano teacher for over 22 years, and I'm also the creator of the Piano with Ease method, which helps busy adults quickly and easily learn to play the piano without the years of frustration from having to learn to read traditional sheet music first. If you've been following the past videos, you know we've been covering all of the 10 easy solutions for busy adults to finally learn to play the piano. And this week we are finally on the last solution. And to celebrate, I'm going to attach this guide underneath this video so you can actually download the entire guide to read at your leisure and enjoy. But the final solution I feel like is the most powerful, and it is called Solution 4, a supportive internal state. Are you your biggest support and cheerleader? Are you telling yourself words that can help you succeed rather than putting yourself down? You can have the finest piano, but it won't matter if your own thoughts prevent you from playing. Keep telling yourself, every rep counts. Somehow I am doing this, or I am doing this for me. Or you can say whatever reason you are learning piano. And I love this picture. I like to picture my internal cheerleader looking like this. If you're anything like me, you can really start being a jerk to yourself. Sometimes you might notice you're saying things to yourself that you would never say to another person, like, oh, look at you did that again. You're so foolish. You're so stupid. Idiot. Why did you do that? You know, we just like beat ourselves up. And then the more this happens, the more you just start avoiding doing the thing, or else you'll just be beating yourself up more. It's like the brain's protecting you from having a bad experience, which is odd because the brain is the one that kind of is telling you all this negative stuff. So what I want you to do, if you're willing to take it on, is you can picture this picture that I'm showing right here, or find one of your own. And every time you realize that you're saying something jerky or negative to yourself about your dream to play the piano, picture this person celebrating and celebrate in your mind and just say, whoa, I noticed I was doing it. I noticed I had a thought that was going to hinder my ability to play the piano. Celebrate that you even noticed the thought, because after you notice is when you can replace it. So then you can start saying something that actually feels true to you. If you've ever learned about like mantras or affirmations, sometimes they can actually feel like a lie if you say something like, I'm the best piano player out there. Because if your brain doesn't believe it, then you just feel like you're fooling yourself. So that's why I love the word somehow. If you put that in the front, somehow I'm learning piano. Somehow my skills are growing a little by little. Then it can feel true to you. So you could say something like that, or you can just remind yourself, I'm learning a little bit at a time and my skills will grow over time. Another thing that you can do is film yourself when you're starting a specific song, and then after you've got several times playing it, then you can go back and film again and compare the two. A lot of times when my students came to me in my studio, they would get so upset when they made a mistake, but they didn't see, like I did, how far they came, because they've just been present with themselves every time they played the song, so they've already forgotten how it sounded at the beginning. So when I see them, like after several days have passed, I can totally see the progress. You're not the best judge sometimes of seeing what you've accomplished. Or like in the last video, we talked about how you could take what seems to be preventing you from learning piano and you reframe it, and that becomes your reason for learning piano. So like, for example, if it's I'm doing piano for the kids, then you can start saying that when you catch yourself saying negative things in your mind. Or you can say, I'm doing piano to refuel me for my work, or whatever statement feels true for you that kind of helps you recenter, realign, and just know that you're going to be fine and that you're right on track. The next thing that I want to bring up around this subject is a lot of us as adults, we may realize that we felt like somewhere in childhood that it wasn't okay to make a mistake. I can't tell you how many times I've been teaching adults and they make a mistake on the piano and they say, sorry, like it's just automatic to apologize for not being absolutely 100% perfect. With piano, you can expect mistakes. Even with much simplified Piano with Ease music, sometimes you're going to make mistakes. Even when you've played a song 100 times, sometimes you'll accidentally land on the wrong note. And still there's steps to celebrate here, because when you first are learning a song, sometimes you don't even realize when you're making a mistake. And then you progress to realizing it, but not always knowing exactly what to do immediately. It takes you a while. And then you progress to hearing it immediately and knowing what to do to fix it, and then after a while you almost never make that same mistake again. So even in piano, there's little baby steps that you can celebrate every one that you're at. So I hope that puts you at ease and helps you realize mistakes are to be expected. No sorries in piano. You don't have to be sorry for anything. It's just feedback that a certain part needs more reps, or, you got to build up that finger brain connection for that specific part in that song. Sometimes skills transfer from song to song, but then sometimes you'll get to a song where you've never done like a particular move. And that's to be expected because you have 10 fingers and they're all doing different things. You have 88 different keys, and so you're going to run into things that are new. That's all just part of your piano journey. So never expect that you should have it all figured out. I'm sure even the best pianist in the whole entire world still feels like they have more to learn. So to recap, really tune in to the reason that you want to play so that if any negative thoughts come in, you can first celebrate noticing the thought, and then you can replace it with something that you tell yourself that helps put you at ease again. Realize that being your own biggest cheerleader is very important because piano is such a personal thing. Nobody can literally take your hands and force you to learn faster. It's all got to be you. So you have to be kind to yourself while you're learning. Realize mistakes are okay. They're actually part of the process. And until further notice, celebrate everything. Thank you so much for watching. If you've never yet tried a Piano with Ease song, then there's a link below this video where you can try one for free and see why you're able to learn songs faster with the special visuals and tools that you use. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you the very, very best on your piano journey.